What's up, guys? So just a quick update on the jigs. Made a lot of progress today. Yesterday I painted the motor, and today I got the carbs in, which is a real chore on these. They were actually tougher coming out than they were going in, but I heated up the boots a little bit, and that made it easier. But actually got the bike running, which is neat. But got the carbs in, got the airbox all connected. Got the oil cooler back on, and then what I did on the pipe is I kind of wanted sheen back here black because that's close to factory. Sheens are really important to me on restoration products. You can have the right color, but if it's the wrong sheen, to me that just kind of kills it. But with that paint up here where it gets real hot, it'll end up kind of fading out. So what I did was I did it up here with the flat stuff, which will stay like this no matter how hot the pipe gets. And then the transition is down underneath the bike, and that'll be covered by the lowers, the lower fairing. So then you'll just see this, which looks really good. That looks really close to how factory was. So I did that. Tomorrow I got to refinish the clutch cover, and then what have I got? Then I'm going to put the tank on. I got the tank all sealed up. It was kind of rusty. You know, I try and stay away from the tank sealing stuff, but I really didn't have a choice on this one. It was a lot of surface rust. So I treated that. That's going to be really sharp. I'm going to put the valve back on it, get the tank on it tomorrow. And then once I do that, the next step's going to be correcting the wheels and the brakes. So for whatever reason, this jackass that owned this bike before me, he powder coated inside there this terrible gold color, and he did that. And as I've shown in my previous videos, he did the wheels blue. The wheels got to be black. I got to figure out the right sheen on the wheels. It's somewhere between a flat and a satin. So flatten. I'll just experiment with that. And then the front, I was hoping that this was just faded clear. It's not. It's powder coat. And I've got this stuff coming called aircraft remover, and it's supposed to, a good friend of mine told me about it, it's supposed to cut through powder coat. So I think what I'm going to end up doing, I'll lift the front end, take the wheel off, disconnect the anti-dives, take the brake off, and then hit these with, take the fender off, of course, and then hit these with aircraft remover and hope that I can get that off, because that's terrible to me. It's absolutely not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be like a brushed aluminum. See how nice it got. I painted the oil cooler. I mean, everything. It just, I'm going for 100 points on this bike. I got to take care of this. I didn't see that. I gotta get the rest off of that. I'm going for 100 points on this. I've got the clear windscreen coming. It won't be a 100-point bike, but it'll be as close as possible to factory original. It's kind of what I'm going for. The guys that are really, really sharp on GSXRs will notice a couple of things that aren't factory original. Like this has these weird, this isn't a bar end cap right here. This is actually like an aftermarket bar, and the grips, I mean, it's pretty cool, but that's something. I don't think the brake levers were this color. I'm pretty sure they were black, and it's got braided steel brake lines on it, but that's not a big deal because usually even collectors are okay with that. It's a safety thing, and really if somebody wanted to get really crazy with it, they could always put it back to factory lines, which I wouldn't do, but that's that. But anyway, a lot of little, I painted the alternator and the starter, and I've got to fix that rusty bolt. This bike, it's kind of weird because there's certain clues to me that it spent a lot of time down by the water, down by the beach, because look in there at that shock. A lot of surface rust on that. I'm going to try and hit it with acid and see if I can clean that up. I might have to take that off. I don't know. But I'm kind of on the other side of the mountain now with this bike, all the rest of this stuff. After rebuilding the carbs and painting the motor and all that stuff, that's all the hard stuff. Now it'll be just fun putting it back together. And I'm probably going to keep this a little while and ride it, because this bike was a big part of my youth. the GSXR 1100. I mean, when this came out, it turned the whole sport bike world on its ear. It was legendary at the time. So anyway, so that's that. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.